Good morning, everyone. My name is Lauren Marie Holliday.
And I'm Lauren Hoffman. Welcome to KSU News Now.
Coming up in today's show, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is undergoing final constructions on its retractable roof. And parents will teach you practical ways to keep your students out of trouble this summer.
Atlanta soccer and football fans will soon be able to enjoy open roof games on a regular basis at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Total cost for the stadium reached $1.6 billion. KSU News Now reporter Juan Rodriguez has more on the story.
The final stage of construction and automation has begun at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. During this final phase of construction, the roof will be locked in the open position for 10 days while contractors work on elements of the automation process. After the 10-day period, there will be an indefinite number of weeks devoted to the roof's automation. Once automation is done, stadium officials will have operational control of the roof. Longtime Falcons fan DERRIK HICKSON is excited about the prospect of having an open roof game in the upcoming football season.
I feel great, I can't wait till it open and can't wait till my fans come in and we just gonna turn up for the whole season.
Atlanta United fans were able to watch Saturday's game against the Philadelphia Union with the roof open for only the second time since Mercedes-Benz opened in August 2017. When complete, the roof should be able to open and close in about 12 minutes at the push of a single button. Juan Rodriguez, KSU News Now.
Thank you, Juan. A group of KSU News Now reporters will be headed to Moscow to cover the World Cup. Let's meet the students before they head to Russia this weekend.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex Keller.
My name is Virginia Wyckoff.
My name is Marquise Holmes.
My name is Jeremy Collins.
And what I'm most excited about for this trip to Russia is to experience the World Cup culture and all the fans from around the world.
I'm most excited for being the first person in my family to study abroad and also just immerse myself in a completely different culture than my own.
Biggest thing I am excited about is covering the biggest sporting event in the entire world and learning more about Russia's military history.
I'm excited to be going to the World Cup because this will be my first time traveling out of the country and my first time going to an international sporting event. I'm excited to see some new sights and try some new foods.
Over the next few weeks, we will be bringing you coverage from everything Moscow has to offer and keep you up to date with all the scores, news, controversies, and all you need to know about this year's World Cup. So without further ado,
The four Moscow correspondents are witnessing history as Russia hosts its first World Cup. Russian experts say that the World Cup is part of a strategy by the Russian government to host important world sporting events. KSU political science professor Tom Rotnam says that Russia wants to be on the world stage.
A grounds crew member for the Braves has become an internet sensation. Let's go to KSU News Now reporter Virginia Wyckoff for more.
It's sunny skies here at SunTrust Park, but beware of the Atlanta Braves' new cold front that is sweeping social media. We met up with Nigel Talton, aka The Freeze, who challenges fans to a nearly 200-yard dash on the field.
Talton, a former track student at Shorter University, began working for the Braves in 2012 as a member of the grounds crew. But when speed is in your blood, it's hard to keep that a secret. And eventually, the Braves took notice.
They was like, gosh, this guy is fast. And then over the break, they was like, do you want to do a new promotion at the new stadium? You'll be racing a fan. I was like, sure. I didn't know they was going to give me, I was have to give a fan a head start. I didn't know I was going to be in the suit. And then on opening day, I did it, and people were just looking at me weird, like, what is this guy doing? I lost on opening day because of the lead, but it took off after that.
And did it ever? After embarrassing a fan who fell at the finish line on KSU's night last summer at SunTrust Park, the Freeze became a national name and his fame began.
The guy that fell, it was funny because it was KSU night, and I was like, I cannot lose on KSU night. I cannot lose today. So I just, in my head, I was just like, get my knees high as I can and try to catch him, and I did, and he fell.
After continuing to beat fans all year, professional athletes from around the country started challenging the Freeze to a race, including Olympic superstar Usain Bolt. But that begs the question, can the Freeze beat the world's fastest man?
If I got Usain Bolt here at SunTrust Park at my home, yeah, I think I can take him down.
Dreaming of competing in the 2020 Olympics, Talton is constantly prepping and training for a chance to qualify next July. This is KSU News Now, Virginia Wyckoff.
A favorite pizza hangout burned down in Kennesaw off of Busby Parkway. KSU News Now reporter Kelsey Anderson has more on the story.
Last week's fire at Lopardo's had devastating consequences. Longtime employee Dustin Lewis and regular customer DEVIN ABDALLA told me about the restaurant's importance within the Kennesaw community.
And this place was it was the exact opposite of any corporation. It was so family oriented, and they just made you feel like it was your home away from home every time you went in. Lopardo's, in essence, pretty much always been family to me. Moved down here from the Chattanooga area and didn't really have a whole lot of friends or family in the area, and I would work for them, and they accepted me with open arms.
If I'm saying anything to Scott and Brian, it would be to bring it back stronger than ever, because it's a great place, it's a great location, and it deserves to thrive in every area.
As you can see behind me, the restaurant is boarded up. The owner says that the fire caused so much damage that they will have to rebuild the dining room, the bar, and replace a lot of equipment. Until then, Lopardo's will be closed.
So when I found out Lopardo's burned down, honestly it was sad, but like anything, I know that when you go down, or when you have like trials that come to you, it usually can make you come back stronger. So it made me hopeful for them, because it's a great place, and I have so much respect for that place.
We all started a GoFundMe, and it's been shared a lot on Facebook, and we want to help them come back better than they were before, because they want to come back better than they were before.
The restaurant plans to rebuild and reopen as soon as possible. Their GoFundMe page has raised over $700. This has been Kelsey Anderson for KSU News Now.
Thank you, Kelsey. School is out and summer has begun, and parents must decide what to do with their kids for the rest of the summer. Although school ended only a week ago, 4 Metro Atlanta area students have been killed. Could too much free time be leading to trouble? Here's Katie Van Loan for more.
Hey, Lauren Marie. You are correct. We are officially in the heat of summer. I stand here in front of Sequoia High School, where you may notice a lack of student activity. Students now have the next 2 months to spend with a less structured schedule and more free time to fill. However, many summer programs, such as Primrose Academy and Kids Are Kids, only offer their services to students ages 12 and under, thus limiting the options for teens and increasing the risk for dangerous behavior.
It's terrifying as a parent to know that your children could have so much free time that they figure out how to do things they're not supposed to do, such as drugs, alcohol, just experimenting with things that they might not experiment with if they didn't have that time alone and are trying to entertain themselves.
In addition to the limited options, the price of weekly summer camps can be daunting as well. In Georgia, the average price for a day camp is $304 per week. Sending a child to camp for all 8 weeks of summer could end up costing parents over $3,000.
This is Katie Van Loan reporting for KSU News Now. Back to you.
One camp getting a head start for this summer season is Flip Fest, a local gym that turns young girls into Olympic champions. Atlanta's future Olympians have an intense couple of weeks ahead of them at Flip Fest. Buckhead Gym is preparing its gymnasts for the ultimate gymnastics camp this summer, filled with former Olympians to train them.
So Flip Fest is basically a gymnastics camp that basically any level from 1 to 10 can go to. It's basically just like a fun camp that also has like activities that you can do.
Hundreds of gymnasts from all ages are welcome at the camp. They will be grouped together based on their skill level to get the most out of their experience.
I'm going for like a much higher level than like other people might be going for.
The girls can expect to see big names like former Olympians SHAWN and JORDYN WIEBER.
Thank you for joining us here in the studios at KSU News Now.
Have a nice day.